Good afternoon, board members and Dr. Foose. My name is Danny Mackey, a Wild Lake alum. I thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to address the board last month and, as promised, have returned to continue to voice the concerns of the community and advocate for the incredible students, teachers, staff, and citizens of our county. Before addressing the importance of transparency, I'd like to say something regarding the teachers and staff at our schools. The people in the county are incredibly proud of the work our teachers do day in and day out for the students of Howard County. It is no secret that the Board of Education and the school system over which it presides have been the topic of strong criticism. Teachers should know that this criticism is limited to the board and the superintendent and her affiliates. Howard County schools continue to be great despite dysfunction from elected officials because of the passion with which our teachers and staff work and the care they take in educating each and every student. I hope the criticism will not erode the teachers' morale, but instead make them confident that the community hears their concerns and appreciates all that they do. The criticism of our schools is a necessary evil to drive improvement. While I appreciate the superintendent's program to focus on what is strong rather than what is wrong, being conscious of the weaknesses of the system and transparent about successes as well as failures is important in restoring public trust. I've been blessed to interact with many members of the community regarding their concerns since I last addressed you. A common theme is that the board and the administration are attempting to fake it until they make it, showcasing the strengths of Howard County schools while distorting data to make our weak points look non-existent. There's an anonymous quote: "Owning a mistake is better than faking perfection." When it comes to special education parents or the family grieving the tragic death of their daughter, unable to obtain the documents relevant to their child, this quote applies. The documents you handle as servants to the public, much like the seats you currently occupy, do not belong to you, but rather to the people of Howard County. Unfortunately, last week, elementary school special education staff were widely surplus despite no cuts in the special education budget for next year. I imagine these decisions were made based on data that the board and the superintendent possess, and I request that you make these reports available to the public. Next Monday, House Bill 1105 will receive a committee hearing in the House of Delegates. I request, and in fact I implore, that you change the board's position against the bill to encourage its passing in Annapolis. The board has repeatedly said it has nothing to hide. This bill, if nothing else, will show what you've been saying all along. With your current position against the bill, I can draw no other conclusion that you possess documents that you don't want the public to view, and you are intent on continuing your non-transparent practices. Lastly, I have a letter with me from the county executive, Alan Kittleman, addressed to the Board of Education. The letter dated February 23rd. In the letter, the county executive generously offers to pay for an independent review of air quality in county schools, stating, quote, "This will be an independent assessment performed by an outside vendor with oversight from the Department of Public Works and my office," end quote. The county executive requested a response to this letter no later than March 11th, which is tomorrow. Can you please talk about this? As of this morning, the county executive has not received a response, and this is unacceptable. I know it isn't on the agenda tonight, but please discuss the issue further and take the county executive up on his generous offer to further ensure a safe environment for our county students. Thank you for allowing me to come before the board on behalf of our community. I look forward to your response and hope to see a public effort from the board to be more transparent and honest with the people whom you serve. When this happens, I will be happy to live in a county with a school system that sets a good example for students all the way up to system leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mackey, but let me just clarify. There were no wide surpluses of any sort last week. Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you, Dr. Foose.
There's one more